Okay. Hello, I'm Dr. Chad Hawk with Dr. Chris Cox, and we are here talking about the Simplicity program. Chris, tell me, who should attend Simplicity?
Well, that's a great question. I think it's really people who are looking for uh, some growth in not just their practice, but growth in their life. Are looking for some clarity on where they're actually going. I think back about over the years that I've been in practice and where I've come from, and things that I struggled with, and things that I know now and have experienced and do every day that I wasn't doing then. And the headspace surrounding that stuff. So, bumping into things like always seeming like you're working so hard and working so long, but not generating the results, that you feel like you should be generating with all the work you're putting into it. And sometimes that also comes at a compromise of other things in our lives that are really, really important. Sometimes they're family or friends or our relationships or our spirituality. All those kinds of things can be impacted by this thing we call chiropractic and the practice of chiropractic. So I think that's a large segment of the population. And I think there's a lot of things that we have to offer to a lot of people in helping them get clear about why things aren't exactly the way they want them not just in their practice, but in their life.
Yeah, I think to go along with what you're saying is um, we have this false expectation a lot of times where our end zone should be,
Hmm.
where is enough. And Dr. Steve Hoffman talks about what is enough in your life. But we don't understand that, do we? We don't.
I completely agree. It's funny. Yeah, you bring this up, and this is where I played this game so long. This more, bigger, bigger, bigger. And I was good at the game. you know, I wouldn't say I won, but I did more and more and more and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you know what? One of the things that I got tremendous clarity on through this process is that a lot of the times I was following somebody else's goal and objective. It wasn't necessarily about what I wanted, but it was more, hey, maybe I should do this, or I have to see more people, or I have to make this amount of money. Because if I'm not a good chiropractor. I'm not helping enough people. I got caught up in that game, and I tell you what, that can cause a lot of pain and suffering and lack of satisfaction. Every time we hit our goals, it was, it literally was uneventful for me. It was kind of like, all right, well, yeah, so we saw more people this week than we ever have. That's still not enough,
Yeah.
So it was just kind of this hamster wheel of constant pushing and not taking time to really celebrate where we're really at. And fortunately, I guess the upside of that is we did keep growing. We did more and more and more and more and more. But I can tell you that I wasn't fulfilled. And that was a huge problem, not just in my life, but in the practice as well. And so, yeah, I think a lot of people get caught up in that and living somebody else's dream and thinking they're supposed to.
Yeah. And to kind of put a little bow on this, and that is everybody, not everybody, many in our profession, whether they're seeing 15 people a day or 150 people a day or 1,500 in a week, it's not the number that creates the uncertainty, that creates the feeling of I'm completely empty and I'm doing so much.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. Those type of people should be attracted to simplicity.
Hmm.
They really should. In fact, I'm going to read a very brief registration form that came in just a few minutes ago for our first registration form for simplicity. And this is what it says. I love this. It says, the question is, what are you looking to gain? Enlightenment into who I am and how to best serve, not only in chiropractic, but more importantly, my life. I'm interested in developing myself into a better husband, a better father, and a stronger man of God. I'm like, wow.
Very
That's the
cool.
type. I mean, our first registration, that's
Right.
exactly who we want.
This person actually saw what this program is about.
Yeah.
So it really is about looking at the whole person,
Yeah.
and looking at our belief systems and how do we take action on those, and what are the things that are getting in our way. And sometimes they're just opposing views, and not just in chiropractic, but just life and health and all of that all together. So we can't put all of this time, effort, and energy into developing great practice and let the rest of our life fall apart.
Right.
That's not how this whole thing works. So it's important to obviously, have goals and objectives and all that kind of stuff, but they've got to be yours, and your definition of success should in fact be different than mine. So I think that's where we get mixed up in not actually talking to the person and helping this person get sorted out and helping them walk through that process, and also hold them accountable for the process. So this program is designed to be very small and very intimate. We're not necessarily interested in coaching 1 million people every week, right? This is about really developing a great relationships with people and really transferring the knowledge and experience that the 5 of us have developed over, I don't even know how many years collectively we have in chiropractic, but a bunch.
It's over 100. Over
You're
100.
right.
Yeah.
And we've seen some pretty awesome highs, and collectively, and we've seen some pretty phenomenal lows. So there's a lot of experience out there that's that can help people find their way, and their way is not my way. And that's kind of, I think, one of the foundations of Simplicity, is that this program is about you, and it's going to be different for every person who goes through it.
Absolutely. If you'd like to register, please visit our webpage. It's www.practicesimplicity.org. And register. The dates for Denver are August 28th, 29th. You register and pay on our website. You can also contact either one of us or anybody on the team, and we'll be more than willing to get a hold of you. My email address is chad@practicesimplicity.org, and Chris's is chris@practicesimplicity.org as well. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, and feel free to email us questions, and Chris and I, or Dr. Hoffman, Barton, or Gargiulo, we will answer them as best we can. Have a beautiful day.